Um, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Bro, if you knew about the week I had, what has happened? What has happened, Otis? Tell me now. What's happened? Are we adding some crazy law? What's the law, Otis? Cape, go. Cape is clearly on roids. I'm sorry to start this off so negatively. He's clearly on roids. I'm just gonna just jump it. I'm just gonna start off with he's clearly on roids. He did not just develop a breast for nowhere. JP Jamal, goat duo. We're the goats. We are the goats. We're the dynamic duo, mate. We could take over the world, me and Otis. You know, fuck DC and Ariel. It's fucking Benny P and Otis the beefy one. You know, I can't think. You know, fuck the Diaz brothers. It's Benny P and Otis the beefy one. We are the best. Royval got cracked. He did. He got absolutely fucking cracked. He's dead. He's dead. They killed him. By God, by God. Was it early? No way. It was not early. He was dead. I was looking at this weird fin strap along my hairline. I don't think, holy shit, I'm going bald. Then looked at a family fin and seeing it's literally been there forever. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I know the exact. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know. Yeah, I think every guy's had that moment. Went to see a dermatologist to make sure, and they felt it was a random asymmetry and not progressive. Bro, fucking went to see the specialist. You're 20. You're like 21. Jesus. Yeah, you know, I doubt. I mean, you know, I doubt anything bad was going to happen. Otis, King of Glasgow. What's up, you heeb? Lots is happening at the moment in Australia. Very big things are happening at the moment. Good lord, good lord. We're inching closer and closer to absolute civil war. Bro, that is terrifying. I know, yeah. I mean, you can always get those products though. I'm pretty sure those hair product things, like the gels and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they work. You know, you don't need to go to Turkey. You don't need to go to Turkey. You know, what happened? Oh, Otis. Wait, which one you're talking about, Horace? You're talking about what's happened in Australia or with Otis? Otis thought he was going bald, so Otis went to go see a specialist. Hi, hello, undermined. Thought y'all were same. Who did you thought was the same? I know they had me do a fucking family tree analysis, and there's no bad balding on either side. In Oz, oh, there was a massive shooting. In Bondi Beach, we both got shot up. Yeah, it was quite bad. In Sydney, some two Islamic terrorists went and shot a bunch of Jews at Bondi Beach during a Jewish festival or some shit. Yeah, it's quite devastating to see something like that happen in my country. There is no room for like religious. Why is Israel Palestine? Why is the Israel Palestine conflict in fucking Australia? You can be further away. You know, we're in Oceania. We're very far away from that conflict. Why are they having their fucking wars here? Is Robert Irwin okay? He's all right. I don't think he was harmed. It's not even worth getting treatment. You can't see it normally, so I just stressed for months for nothing. Oh wow, you're stressing about this for months. Jesus. Honestly, if I was going bald, I would just shave my head. I'm not gonna lie. I think I at that point you just need to shave your head because I don't know if you guys have seen the bald effect, but it looks so much better if you just shave it off than like keep it when it's thinning for sure. You know, at that point, just own being bald. You know, look at fucking Phil Mitchell, mate. He's a G. He's bald. He probably gets all the bitches. But I know people who are balding, like who have been balding since they're like early 20s. So it can be rough. Go for the bald mafia. Exactly, yeah. if you're balding, you just gotta accept you're bald and go bald. You know, don't be going spending thousands of dollars in fucking Turkey. You know, just do that. Just sorry, I see this Ryan J Stewart fucking TikTok every with some like guy from the UK and he pronounces Turkey with Turkey. It sucks to say a lot of us in the US have become desensitized to that stuff. I know for us, this is like crazy because like this never happens. So now, like for this to happen here, it actually feels real. You know, like obviously we see what happens in America, we feel awful, but we're accustomed to seeing that across. You know, it's overseas, but for it to happen in our country is crazy. You know, but yeah, honestly, crazy stuff. I mean, Australia is the future is not looking too good. The future is not looking too good. Navo Sterling's hair before the transplant had aura. I know, yeah, you should have just kept it like that. You should have just kept it like that. He had absolute aura. I mean, Navo Sterling is weird because he's like moldy. He's Polynesian, but he somehow looks like a mix between Dan Hooker and Izzy. It doesn't make any genetic sense on why he looks like a mix between two races. He's not even, but Navo Sterling is just a fucking anomaly. Saukid is fighting wrong Jew. He is fighting the wrong Jew. I wouldn't mind if Islam and other religions were banned. Hey, Aussie from New South Wales. Hello. Jam, New South Wales. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying very safe with everything going on there. Oh, yeah, for recap for Kape versus... They are more like terrorist death cults. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, there's definitely got to be some sort of crackdown on Salafist Islamic radicals. I don't know how they would achieve that because let's be real, not every Muslim's a bad person or a terrorist. Like, I know a lot of really good Muslim people, but unfortunately there is a lot of extremists who, I mean, even the guy who stopped the shooting was Muslim, so like not every Muslim person is bad, but we do have to like figure out how to crack down on like extremist preachers or something. Like if we can ban social media for under 16, surely we can ban fucking like Salafist fucking extremist ideology. Like it shouldn't be that fucking hard. Stephen Asplund is the GOAT. He is. You gay? No, I'm not gay. Why does every stream I do, someone asks me if I'm gay? Do I really give off gay energy? Jesus, what do I gotta do? Do I gotta fuck a fucking chick on stream or something? Stephen Asplund is the GOAT. Hi, I'm in Australia. Shout out. Whereabouts you from? If you read their secret checks that groups are based on, I'm not saying that people about, I'm saying the text about it. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Religion in itself is like, I do see why religion causes a lot of conflicts. Because a lot of the texts as well are in ancient languages that aren't fucking used anymore. Like Aramaic, Hebrew, like the current Hebrew is not the same as ancient Hebrew. So like a lot of these languages and shit like that. Even like Arabic probably changed from like 2,000 years ago, 1,400 years ago when the Quran was written. So it's hard to know how like accurate all these all these texts and shit are. But he has more bodies than Harold Shipman. I don't know who Harold Shipman is. Why does that name ring a bell? Let me look up Harold Shipman. Is that a serial killer? It is. It's an English serial killer. Actually, I do know this guy. Yeah, this guy was the angel of death, right? He was a doctor. He just fucking killed all of his patients. Yeah, I mean, he looks the type, right? He's the most serial killer coded person I've ever... You know what I've always noticed with serial killers? They all have those glasses. They always have those glasses. Is it the Shavkat hat? It's more of a Dagestani hat. It's a Parker. This one, I also got this one that's more like the Georgian one they wear. But I like this one more. This one looks better, I think. Hello, all my prayers to the victims of the attack that was carried. Yeah, 100%. All prayers to the victims. Like, listen, I'm not a big fan of Israel, but I don't think Jewish people should get fucking executed in their fucking, like, just randomly for no reason, you know? Like, let's not fucking kill each other over this shit. Like, Jesus. Especially not in Australia. Like, I don't want anybody getting killed, but why do it in our country? It doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're gonna have your little wars, do it in a fucking like place where it makes sense. Why would you be killing like Jews here? It makes no sense. I mean, yeah, it's all fucked. Congrats for Connor's wedding. Yes, congrats, Connor. Congrats to Dee's divorce. I give it 6 months. I give it 6 months. Benny La Jordan, hello from USA. Hello from Germany. Hello from Germany. Is it a myth that serial killers are super smart like Dexter? It depends. There is a lot of high IQ serial killers, but there's also a lot of mentally retarded ones, like the Green River Killer, I think it was, or actually no, the BTK. I don't know. I forget which one. Either the Green River serial killer, or the BTK was like he had a 60 IQ. He was like generally mentally retarded, but somehow got away with like killing people for like 30, 40 years. I don't know. It's weird. I think it's also a big reason why a lot of these serial killers get caught now is because genetic genealogy makes it like impossible to be a killer now. Because if any single person in your family gets a DNA test, they are cooked. They're absolutely cooked. Serial killing is going to be only done by people who have no genetic family at this point. Because yeah, it's pretty easy to like catch serial killers now. That's why so many cold cases have been caught lately. Is because of genetic genealogy. It just bothers me that these cults hide behind the word religion and are all of a sudden immune from criticism. Oh no, fuck them. I don't like if people are using their religion as a reason to kill people. Like, fuck them. Like, like I don't know. It's just hard because so many like different books have. There's so many different versions of their like different holy books. Whether it's the Quran, the Bible, the Talmud, you know, the Hindu books, whatever it be, and there's so many different translations and everything. So I don't know. Some sick people get some translation in their head and they just make that their whole worldview, unfortunately. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure it says in the Quran, if you kill one person, though, you might as well kill all of humanity. Like saying that like one death is equal to like killing everybody. So I don't know. It really depends. I'm not gonna act like I'm a religious scholar or anything when it comes to religious texts or anything. Killing is never justified. Killing's only justified in self defense or in defense of your family, or if the person who, like, say somebody's like a pedo and they've like molested somebody in your family, then that I can see the justification behind that. But I'm in favor of the death penalty for pedophiles, so that's like also probably why I have like a radical position when it comes to the death penalty and stuff like that. I think it should be. I think if there's like 100% proof without a shadow of a doubt you've committed like a heinous act against a child, I think they should amputate your body limbs and leave you to burn out in the outback with no food or water, and then yeah, until you fucking die and succumb to the earth. But how many murdered already? I think it's 12. I think the last time I seen it was 12, but they're counting the killer. They're counting one of the shooters in that tally. So I guess 11 or 10 actual victims, not including the killer. Thoughts on the Bondi massacre? Awful stuff. Shouldn't be happening in Australia. Listen, just because people have their views on Israel, Palestine, doesn't mean you should go and kill Australian Jews. They're not even living in Israel. They're minding their own business. They're just celebrating their religious holiday. They shouldn't be getting killed for it. So yeah, I think it's awful. I think a lot of people dehumanizing the Islamic community is also pretty fucked. It's not every Muslim. I mean, the guy who stopped the shooting was by a Muslim guy. I know there's like a lot of false information coming out that the guy's name was Adam Crabtree or some shit. That's bullshit. The guy's name was Abdul Al Ahmad. But yeah, awful stuff. Government used to take illegal weapons from responsible people. Yeah, but the thing is, these guns were black market weapons. Like, even before the Port Arthur massacre, I don't think you would have been able to get, like, sniper rifles and machine guns. Or shotguns, sorry, like, auto shotguns. Like, the weaponry they got, I don't think, even before Port Arthur, I don't think anybody would have been able to access that sort of weaponry. Bro, how do you get your message to the left side? What do you mean to the left side? Like, how do you get your message to the left side? Oh, you're talking to the guy in the comments. It will happen in every place. Not necessarily though. I mean, like Malaysia and Indonesia are some of the biggest Muslim countries, and there's a lot of when it comes to those countries, a lot of religious freedom. Especially in Indonesia. Indonesia's got the biggest Muslim population in the world, and they've got like 30 million Christians. Bali's like a Hindu area, like, and they've got a lot of like tourism from the West, and it's pretty chill. Obviously, there is like extremists, but I wouldn't paint it as like every Islamic country's like that. There's a lot of peaceful Islamic countries. There definitely is a problem though when it comes to like Salafists, like Wahhabists and stuff like that. That needs to be a crackdown on like Islamic extremist preachers who are preaching like jihad on like civilians and stuff like that. That's like, yeah, people like that need to be deported. If you're like promoting the fucking holy war in Australia, you need to be fucking kicked out. But like everyday normal Muslims who just want to live a normal life and just practice their religion, I have no problem with them. Nah, matey, Australia. Australia. Crazy shooting in Bondi Beach. Yeah, it's crazy. Horrible start. I never thought I'd see something like this. Especially not yesterday. I did not think my day would go like, oh, there was a massive shooting. I got sent the 10-minute like the whole like shooting. Somebody who was there sent it to somebody I know, and then they sent it to me. So if you guys see a clip going around where it's like the 10-minute video of the footage, that's my footage. Well, not really my footage, but somebody sent that to me, and then a bunch of like journalist page and stuff like that took the clip. But not that that really matters. I'm not trying to profit off any sort of fucking or like gain any credit for like a fucking massacre. I'm just mentioning that. I seen a bunch of pages like right after like just downloaded what I sent, but yeah, it's awful. I didn't think we'd be seeing anything like that in Australia, especially not now. Eventually it is. Hello from Canada. Indonesia is super diverse and a lot of people. This guy came from Syria. What city it was? It was in Bondi Beach, the shooting. And yeah, the guy who stopped the shooting was from Syria. I think the shooters were Pakistani or Afghan. Or I'm pretty sure they were South Asian, but I could be wrong. I'm from Northern Africa. I was born a Muslim. I left it 6 years ago. Man, there is no good Islam and bad Islam. If you follow the book, you will be extremists. We are sorry for you guys. Okay, interesting. I mean, I'll take your word for it then. Is it on your Twitter page? Yeah, it is. I posted the 10-minute clip, which is, yeah, very fucking different than what I'll normally post. I'm from Northern Africa. I was born left. There is no good and bad. If you follow the book, you'll be extremists. We're sorry for you guys. I mean, I guess you can say that, but I don't know. You can say that, but you can say that about a lot of books, though, because, like, I'm pretty sure, doesn't the Bible say if you lay with another man, you'll be put to death? Like, there's obviously, if you follow any religious scripture, like, and this isn't me, like, copping out and saying, oh, what about Christians? I'm not one of those people, but, like, I feel like every book has, like, fucking crazy verses like that. Yeah, but I guess that's true. I mean, I'm not religious, so I'm not coming from a biased fucking place here. I'm very objective. I'm still in my country. Okay, true. Australia, I don't remember. Oh, wait, let me put all messages on. Maybe I missed something. What, the 10-minute clip? It's just, I got sent the 10-minute, like, footage of the whole Bondi Beach, like, shooting from the perspective of the shooters. Not perspective of the shooters, but, like, it just shows the shooters for, like, the whole time, pretty much on the bridge. You know what's crazy? I always think about what I would do in a scenario like this, and I like to think, I would like to think I would be a badass and save the day, but I know I'd run the fuck out of there. Like, let's be real. I'm not sticking around to, like, be a hero. I'm trying to save my family myself. I like, maybe if I'm close in quarters to the guy, I'll jump the guy, try and get the gun off him, but fuck that. That is a scary situation to put yourself in. I'd probably, like, I'd probably pass out from a fucking anxiety attack. But who knows? You never know what you'd actually do until you're in a situation like that. Twitter is the place to watch those videos. It is, because especially with Twitter, you can't... They have freedom of speech. So, like, if I posted that on Instagram, I'd probably get fucking my account taken away again. So Twitter is definitely the free speech platform to be on. That's why I like... You know, even though Elon Musk is a bit of a robot, I do respect that he did, like, pretty much bring free speech to Twitter. Because before, you couldn't even say retard. You know, that's, like, one of my favorite words. And I wasn't allowed to say it. I wasn't allowed to say cunt. I'm Australian. I should be allowed to say that, you know? So they didn't let me use any of my favorite words. So now you can, which is good. Isn't it, like, super hot in Australia? Why are you wearing a fur hat? I just think it looks cool, to be honest. And yeah, it's quite hot here, but I think it looks cool, so I'm wearing it. It's for all the people who live for proof that the war, the aboriginal faction, and all the other lies. It's for you, all the people who live for proof that the war. Yeah, but the guy who did this wasn't even Arab. The guys who did this weren't Arabs. They were Pakistani. They were South Asian. Arabs, typically, when it comes to, like, a lot of these, like, terrorist attacks, most of the time, the Islamic terrorist attacks aren't even done by Arabs. It's normally done by, like, Pakistanis or Afghans. Arabs in general don't really, like, obviously, yeah, 9/11, but generally, like, I feel like there's not really too many, like, Arab-related terrorist attacks anymore. He was from Syria? No, that was the guy who stopped the shooting. The guy who stopped the shooting was from Syria. I'm pretty sure those guys were Pakistani. I can look it up. but I'm pretty sure the guy who stopped the shooting was from Syria, and the shooters were Pakistani. But I will double check. Arabs are some rich dudes living like I know, yeah. Like Arabs are pretty like chill. Like a lot of the like I don't know. There's a lot of chill fucking like just sheiks out there who are very anti like Wahhabism and like all the extremism. Let me look it up. Bondi shooting. Shooters. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it says where they're from, but I'm pretty sure their names are like. I'm pretty sure their names were. They have pretty sure their names were Pakistani or Afghan. Like I think they had Pashtun names, or maybe Punjabi names. Nothing coming up. Let me look at this up. Okay, Nafid Akram. Okay. Did your Twitter post blow up? Nah, not really. Just because a lot of people ended up just taking the footage I posted, which is, whatever. I was just trying to bring... I just didn't want there to be any misinformation, so I'm not too fussed about it. At the end of the day, I'm not a political page or anything like that. So I just posted it, just, The beach blew up. The beach did not blow up. There was actually apparently a bomb, though, which is worth mentioning. Yeah, the guy's name was Sayed Akram. I can't find what his ethnicity is, but I'm pretty sure Akram is a Pakistani last name. Let me look it up. The surname Akram has its root in Arabic, okay, but most of the time it's variations appearing in different regions, particularly in South Asia. So yeah, I think this guy was... Yeah, Nafid Askram. I think they're... I'm pretty sure they're Pakistani. I don't think they're Syrian. Bobs in their vehicles. Hi, hello, Christine Queen. How you doing? Good to see you again. It's been a while. But yeah, I don't think the guys were Syrian. I don't know where you've seen that they're Syrian. I know that the guy who stopped the shooting was Syrian, though. That's what I've heard. Yo, some random guy. Yo, what's going on, some random guy? Nice to meet you. I remember that this was meant to be a recap for Royval versus Kape, and we haven't even talked about it. Yeah, Lynn Horf. I'm so annoyed about that fight because I picked Lynn Horf and then changed my mind mid-pick. Alan Freisch is shit. He's not very good. Liana Santos destroyed Melissa Cruden. Stephen Aspon is now my new favorite heavyweight. Isaac Thompson, I arguably thought beat Brito. I sort of thought he could have won that on damage, but I'm not going to call robbery because, But I had so many people telling me I was like delusional, I'm biased because I said Thompson was not going to be out of his depth in this fight. Every time I tell anyone, an Aussie fighter is good, everyone's like, oh, you're Aussie, of course you're going to say that. I don't just say that. I've never in my life, I've never said that Shannon Ross was good because he's from Australia. I'm generally very objective when it comes to Australian prospects. I don't want to hype up people I don't think are good because that's just going to make me look bad. I only hype up fighters I know are good and who are very skilled. It's so annoying. I'm not allowed to hype up my Aussie fighters because I just immediately get called biased and nobody takes my word. So fucking annoying. Like, I said, oh, no, Thompson's not out of his depth. So many replies were, this kid's getting killed. Is he Aussie by any chance? Ha, ha, ha. With the fucking chud fucking filter fucking emoji type fucking shit. Fucking so annoying. So annoying. Have a great day. Just saying hi. Thanks. You have a great day too, Christine. Yeah, Cape's definitely on roids. I said this earlier in the stream. He's definitely roided up. But yeah, anyway, Thompson looked really good. He's only 23. He's going to improve. I think not even just a full camp. Give him 3 weeks. His cardio is a bit better in the fight. He wipes the fucking floor with Brito. He's very good. He's very good. Let him build up a little bit. He's young. He's still a bit green. Like the one thing he's got good takedown defense, good scrambles. He really needs to fix being held against the fence. That's his main problem. He only loses fights by being neutralized against the fence. But when it comes to just striking, him grappling, him just fighting, stopping takedowns, getting back to his feet, he's so good, but people just clinch him against the fence. I don't know how he can fix that because it's such a neutralized position. It shouldn't even score for the other guy. But besides that, Thompson's the real deal, and he will hopefully he adds like a spinning fucking back fist or spinning elbow out of the clinch or something like that, so people stop just clinching him. Because he's had so many fights where they've been splits or they've been like robberies, just because he gets clinched against the fence and the judges give it to the other guy. But he's always doing the most damage. He's always throwing a lot of output. But anyway, then we had Yaroslav versus Neil Magny. I heard Yaroslav was sick. Because I don't know if you guys seen that report that the fight was off, and then they actually changed the bout order during the card. I heard that Amasov was actually sick, so he was actually sick during the card, probably food poisoning, and he still fought. Or I think he might have been injured too, because he got like a takedown attempt that didn't like drive on it, so that was a bit odd. So I'm not sure what was happening there, but I mean Amasov went into that fight not even 100% and still wiped the floor with Neil Magny, so good on him. Good on him to get that one done. We need some fresh blood at welterweight. We can't. I'm so glad Neil Magny's little reign of terror ends there. King Green got the win, yeah. Somebody mentioned that. King Green got a big win, and yeah. I don't understand why so many people thought that Gibson won a round or two in this fight. Like, Aaron Bronstetter gave Gibson the first round. I thought Bobby Green sort of just beat the fuck out of him, to be honest. I know he was taunting a lot and he was like sort of like, he's doing a lot of that shit, which I don't typically like, but I don't think that was necessarily like, I do think he was just beating the shit out of him, to be honest. Like I didn't understand that. That seemed a bit, I don't know, I think there was a bit of cope. I think people were coping a little bit there. I don't know. For whatever reason, people just wanted to be cool and say, no, Gibson's actually winning that on damage, bro. Like, no, he just clearly wasn't. He just clearly wasn't. Kyoshi dropped Kape 5 times and submitted him. Kyoshi's the beast. He's going to fucking murder Amir Albazi. I don't think Amir Albazi has much of a shot in this fight. I think he's going to get absolutely fucking annihilated, to be honest. I think he's going to get fucking molested. Just to be fucking, just to say it how it is, I think he's going to get fucking annihilated. Amir Albazi looks so bad his last couple fights. He's going to get fucking annihilated. I just don't see what Amir Albazi can possibly do to Kyoshi in that fight. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like overhyping Kyoshi, but I think he's going to fucking have his way with him. No diddy. I legit think a decent pro boxer could beat Bobby Green in a fight. Also, Bobby gonna stand with him because of his ego. Bobby Green is very lucky he hasn't been chinned more with how cocky and how much he taunts. Like, I was so expecting him to just get fucking head kicked out cold at any point in that fight. But I'm glad he won, because then if Sauerkild beats Rongju, they can make Sauerkild versus Bobby Green next. We slept Giga. I was worried in that first round. I thought Giga was sort of fucking him up a little bit. But then in the second round, he just fucking unleashes the spinning back fist of all spinning back fists. We did it. Argentina, we did it. We are number one. We are number one. Argentina. Argentina. I love Argentinian fighters, man. They are like... Honestly, Argentinians are some of the toughest, funnest fighters in the UFC. Like, their style is always so good. I love the Argentines. The Argentinians. Besides Aussies, obviously, because I'm Aussie, I root for so many of the Argentinians all the time. Hola, papi. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? Oh, you said papa, not papi. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Giga kind of always wins the first round. Yeah, besides Kelvin Guitar. Besides Kata fucked him up in that first round, I think. Or actually, maybe I'm misremembering that fight. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Is it? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Is the audio back? Oh my god, I fucking hate every time somebody calls me. It ruins my audio for like 2-3 minutes. It completely mutes my audio. It's so fucking shit. I fucking hate this life. I'm actually in the mood to talk, and now I get like whenever I'm in the mood to actually stream, I have some fucking like people call me or need to fucking talk to me about something. It's the worst timing in the world. I just want to stream and get. I just want to stream and fucking get paid for a living. Why does everyone have to fucking annoy me when I'm streaming and I'm in the mood? But anyway, let's continue our recap. I'll probably have to go because of this fucking person calling me. Because they're gonna call me again. King Green, Lance Gibson Jr. Yeah, King Green's lucky he didn't get chin there. Kennedy Nchikwi versus Marcus Buchecha. That was one of the most worst fights I've ever seen in my life. That was an awful fight. That was generally terrible. That was a terrible fight. They should not run that fight back. Make Marcus Buchecha versus Walter Walker. That's like the only fun fight I can think of for Buchecha. Awful, generally awful. Had to watch John Cena fucking retire and then had to watch that fucking steaming pile of shit. Melziel Costa versus Morgan Sherrier. They didn't give Costa a bonus. I don't know why they didn't do this, but for some reason they didn't give him a bonus for getting a head kick KO of a Morgan Sherrier. I think they were pissed off that he beat their boy, because obviously the UFC love Morgan Sherrier. But he should have got a bonus. Cesare Olachechik, what the fuck? That was awful. That was so bad. I'm a big Cesare fan, and I still believe in him as a prospect, but that was some bad stuff. I think he hurt his knee. That's the excuse I'm going to go with, because I really like Cesare. I love the Olachechik brothers. But that was awful. That was so bad. I was expecting a little war in that fight, but that was awful from him. But he did what he had to do. He fought a smart fight, but it was not fun to watch. Kevin Valhos versus Kika Shikadze. Honestly, slow start for Kevin, but he finally got a nice brutal KO against Giga, and Giga's like pretty durable, so that's like an impressive win to get. Based on that, so he looked good in that one. That was a good performance there from him. But like Jesus. But I don't know. I didn't like the call out. I don't know. I know I understood why he called out Cub Swanson, because he was cornering all of his opponents that he's fought recently. But still, you don't call out Cub Swanson in 2025, bro. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, Valhos? What are you doing, man? Salos Desti La Pangiana, Argentina. I know Pangiona. Isn't that the area? That the area of Argentina that has like all those Welsh British settlements around? I know there's a part of Argentina that has a bunch of like Irish Welsh settlements all around there. Pangania or something, I think it's called. Sorry, I probably butchered it. Guys, go like my recent on Instagram, please. It's bombing. It's bombing. Makes me. I need the. You know. It's bad. It's bad. I need the reassurance. I need the likes. It's the only way I can live. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. What was the post? Oh, no, it was just me wearing my fucking Habib hat. How many deaths? There was 12, I think. I think there was 12 deaths. If it's a shit post, I won't like it. It was just me saying that I've been deported to Dagestan for losing my bets. And it's just me. I photoshopped myself onto the Dagestani mountaintop. This is my future, guys. This is what they want to happen to me. They want me to be a fucking peasant in Dagestan. This is me. We are becoming a fucking slave of the system. We will be fucking slaves to the mountaintop. Jamal told Joanna, I'm gonna knock your ass out. Indeed. Let me see. Do you think Dee Devlin played the long game with us? Yes, I think so. I think she's probably going to divorce Connor very soon. I give it like 6 months, make it everyone think everything's nice and cozy. And then, boom, the divorce is coming. That's how I see it. That's what I think will happen. Dana might try to put a hit on Tom for saying he wants to pox Francis. Probably. Dana fucking hates Francis. I get it, though. I get it. But, like, Jesus Christ. Insane hatred there. Not gonna lie, Dee kind of deserves food. Oh, 100%. She was, like, feeding him and giving him money and stuff when he was, like, on welfare and he was training. 100%. She should definitely get some money for, like, her sacrifices. Like, it would not be easy being Conor McGregor's wife. It would not be a nice feeling, your husband's going around getting, fucking SA fucking charges and shit and allegations and everything while you're married to him. Like, that would not be a very nice feeling, I don't think. No, I think that would be quite awful. Quite awful indeed. The last mistake will break the camel's back. Just be interesting. I think Connor's going to try and pop out a few more babies first. Because how many have they got now? They got like 4 of them, right? 5. I reckon 6. I reckon give it 6 or 7 kids and then she divorces. The charges of SA were bullshit. Yeah, no, the charges probably were, but he has got a lot of allegations still. Like, that individual, even Guru said, though, like, Guru's a big Conor McGregor fan. Like, of course he's going to say that. But I agree that, like, that, I mean, it wasn't a legal court case. It was a civil court case. He's cheated for sure, yeah. I'm not saying he's definitely, like, guilty of anything, but he's got a lot more allegations that probably have more legitimacy than those allegations. But there is some pretty, like, graphic stuff in some of the... Like, apparently he fucked the chick who was, like, her tampon while she had a tampon in, and it got lodged all the way into her vagina. So, Ilya predicted the divorce? Really? What did he say? That Dagestani song is always stuck in my head, man. It's so catchy. Dagestani, like that. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know how to pronounce the lyrics, but it's stuck in my head. That's why literally the whole reason I made that post is because I thought it would help me get fucking that Dagestan song out of my head. If dig down on her, okay, she'll side with Connor. I've made a video about it. I don't think Connor was like... I don't think it was SA. I think she wanted to fuck him and then she wanted to, falsify an allegation against him. But I haven't checked the case for a while. If anything else come out, maybe. But I don't necessarily think he's guilty in that case. But if he told me Conor McGregor has raped somebody before, I'm not going to say that it's like the craziest take in the world. There's I don't know, he's a crazy guy and he does a lot of drugs. You never know what, like, could fucking happen. I mean, he's Conor McGregor, anything's possible with him. Didn't let Conor show the camera in front of there? Yeah, 100%. I mean, she obviously did it for money. By getting divorced and copying Conor McGregor? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Damn, Ilya. Conor McGregor is now copying Ilya Taporia. He's washed. Conor is now Oh man, I gotta like somehow... Oh, I want to streaming, but I gotta take this fucking call. This is annoying. This is not good timing. Fuck. Okay, let's just break down the main event and I gotta head off. I might come back. I might stream again after this though, because I'm still in the mood to talk. But I have to take a call. This is shit. This is so fucking annoying. Manel Kape just sort of molested Brandon Royval. I thought that Kape would win by KO, but I didn't expect him to, like, do that in the first round. First round KO at flyweights are very rare, so that's very impressive for Kape. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if you did Kape versus Joshua Van first. I would not be opposed to that fight whatsoever. Jones is married. I don't think Jones is married. No, I don't think him and his wife are like legally married. I think they're just civil partners. If there is ever a woman that truly deserves to understand that is Dee Dillon, she's really been through it all with him. She's been through his drug addiction, been through his broken leg, been through his fucking rape allegations. She's been through it all. Motherhood, fatherhood. You know, yeah, she definitely deserves a slice of the pie. I agree. I'm not opposed to it. Definitely not. I mean, not that I have any fucking say in it. All right, I gotta head off, but I might just come. I might stream again afterwards because I'm in the mood to keep talking. I'll change the thumbnail though. But this is just a recap video. I'm gonna upload this though. I'll keep this one up. You know, and we talked about some crazy stuff. But I'll be back. Did you see the guy grabbing the gun from him? Yeah, he was a Syrian Muslim man called Ahmed Al Ahmed. So yeah, he saved the day. There was like a whole thing going around. People saying his name was Adam Crabtree, but that's just not true. He's clearly there. There's reports and everything. His cousin Mustafa, he said that that's his cousin. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll probably come back after and I'll do another stream. I'll see you guys then. I'll keep this video up though because it was just recapping the whole card. So I'll keep this one up. This is my recap. This is now on. I'm gonna recap the card the next day on live instead of doing a day of recap because I don't like doing them. So every time there's a card now, I'm probably just gonna recap the card the next day. That's my new plan because I've noticed the quality of my recap videos are shit because I'm an anxious mess after fights, and I'm full of adrenaline. And I can't break things down in a proper intelligent way. So this is my new game plan now. This is what we're going to do now for cards moving forward. This is going to be the 2026 game plan. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next stream.